I love redrawing old art, and today I'm going to go ahead and redraw this piece that I did 10 years ago. As an artist, when you're looking at your art all the time, you're not going to see the difference in your actual progress right away. You have to go back and redraw your old pieces in order to see the comparisons and how far you've come. That's why I preach about doing redraws all the time, constantly. They are my favorite thing to do. Not only do they provide you an ego boost as an artist, but it's physical, visual proof, tangible proof of the effort and hard work that you've put in as an artist, and it shows right there. I haven't done a redraw before with a 10-year difference, and I'll be honest, I was worried and a little scared that I wasn't going to see very much of a dramatic difference. I was worried that I was going to remain the same stagnant artist as I was 10 years ago. But I'm no longer 18. I'm no longer a confused artist trying to figure out what style I even wanted to do. And I'm no longer resenting digital art because I was confused about learning how to use it. Shortly before I did the original drawing that I'm redoing in this piece, I actually gave up digital art, simply because I hated doing line art so incredibly much. It drove me insane. I hated it more than anything. I could not stand the meticulousness of it, how stiff my line art would end up looking. It was awful. And I learned how to do other art styles because I hated it so much. I needed to nix the process. I often wonder how my life would be had I not learned another art process. Would I still be an artist? Would I be doing something else? I have no idea. For me, drawing Teen Titans characters has always been a comfort for me because Teen Titans is actually what got me into art in the first place. So whenever I come back to a drawing, I always kind of think about the times when I would be in third grade drawing Teen Titans characters in my notebook, on the back of my assignments, all over my assignments, getting to a point where my report cards would just be my teachers complaining about me drawing in class, getting my notebooks taken away, and literally just drawing on the desk because I wanted to draw so much. I just loved drawing growing up, and Teen Titans is what got me into art, and I love drawing the characters still to this day, and I probably will always come back to drawing these characters. They're just always such a comfort for me, and it's just something that I think has shaped me as an artist. Something I really want to start doing when I create these types of pieces is I really need to start remembering to do my full screen recordings and actually using those for these clips rather than the Procreate recording, just because the Procreate recording can be quite stagnant and boring to look at, and I realize that. After a while, the Procreate recording, when you start working on smaller details, it looks like it's not moving at all, and it makes it really hard to find it interesting or intriguing to look at as a viewer, and just not very eye-catching. It makes me wish that the Procreate software recorded the actual brush with the brush strokes rather than it just kind of appearing. You know what I mean? Like, I wish it recorded every time I flipped the screen. I wish it recorded when I turned the screen, rather than me having to go through and set up a separate recording with my screen recording itself in order to get like an actually interesting and entertaining looking recording to look at. So I apologize that it's just the Procreate recording. I did not think that I was going to like the drawing, so I didn't think to go back and actually like start recording it. So I do really wish I went in and recorded it, but yeah, we're stuck with the Procreate recording on this one, unfortunately. And now more on the process. So my painting process basically is just color picking. And the further I get into the process, the more I have to go in with tighter sized brushes to ensure that like my edges look nice and tight and not blurry, and that they look nice and like edged out, and that everything looks good with that. I go in with like a darker, almost black, but still saturated tone that matches the piece, and use that to kind of corner out darker shadows or corner out details that need like a sharp corner on them or something like that. And I'm essentially just kind of coloring everything together on one layer. I ended up using a water brush, like a water reflection brush, and using that to add like the static inside Blackfire's powers. because I added that before in the original piece and I really did not like how I did it originally. So I wanted to just go and use a water brush. I think it adds like a really nice effect to it and it gets the point across on what I was trying to capture. I feel like maybe if anything, I could have found a more angular, like static brush instead. If anything, to try and capture it, but I still feel like it kind of captures the chaos of the situation within that episode pretty well. And that's what I was trying to do here. And this is the final piece that I did. I'm just in love with it. I love how I did her powers. I love the glitch effect that I painted in. And I just think it looks super cool. I fixed her skin tone, which is a big thing, big difference from the original one. So that's cool. I love the pose. I love the motion within the pose. The composition I think is great. And overall, I'm just super pleased. I love seeing my improvement. I love seeing how far I've come as an artist. And if you haven't done a redraw, I just really recommend it. And here are the two side by side. As you can see, it's quite a stark difference. And I hope that this inspires someone as an artist to just go out there, redraw some old art, realize how far you've come, and get back out there. Thanks for watching.